actually play that fast.
All right, so no, they're not sped up. There's a couple that I sped up, but not with video. There were synthesia videos, and they were just improvisations, and I just thought that they would sound better faster. So I put in the title like this was sped up, but other than that, no.
Can you give us a little sample?
Wasn't that whole thing a sample?
All right, this next question is from Spicy D. If you could give yourself, one piece of advice when you first started learning the piano, what would it be?
Practice every single day, and when you practice slowly. Don't try to play the full tempo right from the start because you'll stumble over yourself and you're just simply wasting time. So always practice slowly and follow the fingering. Okay?
Next question from the real Panda Bear. What is it that you feel every time that you perform a piece, and how would you describe your state of mind while playing?
I think it depends on the piece of music, but honestly, like tonight, I almost forgot that I was here. My eyes were closed half the time, and I'm just sitting here playing. I just get lost in the music. I don't know. It's just, I don't know how to describe it, but it's certainly some sort of strong emotion and bond and connection between you and the instrument. Almost like I'm in love with the piano or something.
Excellent. Next question from Professor Whom. What kept you motivated to continue practicing and improving throughout the years?
I would say when I would discover really, really interesting classical pieces, most notably ones by Chopin, and I would find them and I'd be like, wow, this is so cool, I need to learn this now, and that's kind of what, drove my inspiration and kept the fire going. I'm sure Sherry Kim right here understands what I'm talking about, right?
All right, next question is from Red Thunder 5227. What was the most difficult obstacle you encountered in your career?
Okay, so this goes all the way back to 2007. This was back when YouTube was a fairly young website, only a year into it. And they weren't even bought out by Google at the time, so you can imagine how messy it was, and it was fresh and new. And when it started picking up steam, meaning popularity and stuff, there was more and more corporations complaining about copyright infringement. So what happened to me is my very first YouTube channel, Kyle556, was banned due to copyright infringement. And don't be alarmed, I mean, this happened to a lot of people, and there was no way to get your account back. It was like insta-ban if they took down 3 of your videos, and they would do it so loosely. I mean, if a corporation complained, YouTube would be like, oh, yes, and then they would get rid of your video instantly, and that was it. Because it was a fairly new company, they didn't have the capital to hire a team of lawyers, you know what I mean? A big, huge team of lawyers. So they kind of just listened, and that was the case. But this, like to this day, this doesn't really happen anymore because we have, YouTube partnership networks, and it acts kind of as like a safety blanket for these kind of copyright infringement claims. Now what happens is they will just not allow you to receive ad revenue on the videos, and the people, not the people, but the organizations that do own the music will then be given the ad revenue instead of you. Simple as that. And it's a much cleaner model because everyone's happy, right? So that was probably the biggest struggle.
All right, next question is from Neku. What do you do when you lose motivation, and what reinvigorates you?
So I think my number one way to get inspiration back would be to simply listen to beautiful music. And I'm talking about in a room by myself with the light off, whether I'm wearing studio headphones or putting it on a really good speaker system and just closing my eyes and listening to every single note and nuance in the music. And usually that's enough to make me want to play the piano instantly. I was like, I want to make music like that. It just comes right back. So it's not hard for me. I think that would be it.
All right, last question. When will we see you perform with some of your YouTube or Twitch peers, some of whom may or may not be in the audience today?
I don't know. I don't know. Albert, what do you think? I would check.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Kyle. Whenever you're ready.